Hello and welcome to our series, How to Use QuickBooks to Track Your Personal Finances. My name is Keandra Johnson and I am a bookkeeper and QuickBooks Proadvisor with over 10 years of experience in the finance and accounting industry. Today I'm going to show you how to create a personal finance file within QuickBooks using the Express Start option. The first step is to input your personal finance file name under the company name. I like to use my name followed by personal finance. It just makes it a lot easier. For here, we're going to put John Doe. The next step under industry is to put in general service based option. This will give you a small list of categories or accounts to work with. The company type that we will use will be other or none, and we'll just ignore tax ID information for now. The second step is to input your contact information. While it's not necessary, it can be helpful if you need to print checks from QuickBooks, just as practice. Normally, people don't do it from a personal standpoint. It's more so for business. But if you want to get the practice in and you want to print checks, then this information will show up on the checks as the who the payer is. So I'm going to put in all information, including website, just for fun. I know most people don't have website when it comes to personal. The next step is to add any vendors you must pay, like telephone, water, or lights, and any employer information under customer. We're going to ignore products and services. Products and services mainly pertain to selling items to someone, whether it be clothing or some type of service that you're selling to others. So that's why we're going to ignore that for now. What we are going to focus on is adding your banking account information at this particular point in time. So let's go ahead and start by adding in checking account information. Uh, we typically put in the account name. This is what's going to show up as a category. And also you can put in the account number. It is an option. You don't have to put in the full amount if you don't want to. The opening balance should be the opening balance on your bank statement, and the opening balance date should be the first date from your bank statement. I typically like to use January 1st of whichever year for my clients, and also for my personal QuickBooks profile for personal. It just makes it a lot cleaner and easier, and you get a larger picture for the full year. We also put in savings, and again, you'll see an option for buying checks, which you can ignore. And then we're going to go ahead and add the people that you work with. In this case, it's going to be the vendor information and customer. So we're going to select vendor first, and we are going to go for uh, utilities. So first telephone is what I'm putting in just as an example. You put in the name, the company name. The first and last name typically is the contact person, but of course for tutorial purposes I'm just putting first telephone. Any contact email information, telephone information, like maybe the customer service number, and any account or rather address information that you have. This is helpful if you're going to print out a check or write a check to your utility company or any vendor or creditor that you have. The information will be readily available. If you're printing a check, it will show up under the payee option for the check, or you can just refer back to that information if you are writing a check and you just don't know who it is that you need to pay. Next, I'm going to put in water just as another utility, and after that another vendor, electrical. So all of these items would be categorized under utilities for your personal finances. The next option that we're going to put in is for customer, and that customer will be your current employer or any employer. Say you have one, say you have three, you can put them all in there. All of that information will definitely be readily available as well. So the name again will be the name of whatever you call the employer. Then you'll have the actual company name information in there. Um, the first and last name again is contact information, any contact information that you need. Um, Say you decide to move on to another company or step out on your own, you will at least have the company information for reference purposes, and that's it. So now you can actually start working. What you will see here is a quick start center where there's tutorials, but they're more tailored to businesses, and some other features for QuickBooks. So that's great for you to just kind of sit back and review. The next thing that you're going to be able to look into under company information is all the personal information that you put in prior to. Um, Again, all this information will show up. You can now see the vendor center information, all of the utility companies that you pay, etc. The customer vendor center, which is again all your employees' information, any income that you've received from that employer or any other employer. And last but not least, the chart of accounts, or all the categories of how you're going to categorize your bank statements for your personal finances. So I hope this has helped you. And for exclusive QuickBooks discounts, deals, and tutorials, let us like us on Facebook at facebook.com/bookkeepers and associates. And you can also follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/book BOOKPRSAND You can also contact our QuickBooks Proadvisor for your QuickBooks training needs at 407-900-4035. Thanks.